The grand hall of the celestial throne stretched 3 kilometers beneath the crystalline dome of Zerath Prime, its walls embedded with bioluminescent organisms that pulsed in rhythm with the planet's magnetic field. Princess Lisa stood at the center of the ceremonial platform, her chromatic skin shifting through spectrums invisible to most species as she rejected her 47th suitor. "The Drachner Imperium offers military might," she said, her voice carrying through the hall via quantum resonance, "but we seek understanding, not conquest." The reptilian ambassador hissed his displeasure and withdrew, his scales rattling against the polished obsidian floor. Lisa's father, Emperor Zalthar, watched from his hovering throne, his 14 eyes betraying no emotion. This had become routine over the past solar cycle. Representatives from the most powerful civilizations in the Andromeda sector arrived with proposals of alliance through marriage, and Lisa dismissed them all. In the shadows of the observation gallery, Alex Chen made another notation in his datapad. As Earth's xenoanthropologist assigned to the Zerathian court, his role was to observe, document, and remain invisible. He'd perfected the art over 18 months, becoming part of the architecture, just another curiosity in a palace full of them. "The synthetic collective offers computational efficiency," announced the next suitor, a humanoid construct of flowing mercury and light. "Together, our biological and digital consciousnesses could merge, creating a hybrid dynasty unprecedented in galactic history." Lisa studied the being with genuine interest, and for a moment Alex thought she might accept. Instead, she shook her head, her bioluminescent patterns shifting to deep violet, the Zerathian expression of respectful decline. "Your offer honors us," she said, "but I cannot bind my people to a future I do not understand." The synthetic envoy flickered, processing, then departed without protest. Logical creatures, Alex noted, rarely argued with sound reasoning. As the gallery began to empty, Alex prepared to leave. His research was complete for the day, another data point in humanity's ongoing effort to understand the complex web of galactic politics. Earth was still a minor player, barely noticed among civilizations that had achieved faster-than-light travel millennia before humans discovered fire. "The human will remain." The words, spoken in flawless English, froze Alex mid-step. He looked up to find every eye in the hall, and there were many kinds of eyes fixed on him. Princess Lisa stood pointing directly at him, her chromatic skin now displaying patterns he'd never seen in any of his research. "Your Highness," Emperor Zalthar's voice rumbled through the chamber, "this is most irregular. The human is merely an observer. He holds no political authority, commands no fleets, possesses no wealth worth mentioning." "I am aware, Father." Lisa's gaze never left Alex. "Come forward, Dr. Chen." Alex's legs moved on autopilot, carrying him down the gallery steps and across the expanse of the hall. Every diplomatic protocol he'd studied screamed that he should bow, avert his eyes, speak only when spoken to. But Lisa's expression, the chromatic patterns now shifting through rapid sequences, seemed to demand directness. "Your Highness," he managed, "I don't understand." "That is precisely why I chose you," she replied. "Tell me, Dr. Chen, what have you observed during your time in our court?" Alex's mind raced. Was this a test, a trap? He defaulted to honesty. It had served him well in his academic career. "I've observed that every suitor who has come before you has offered what they possess: power, technology, resources, genetic compatibility. But none have asked what you want. None have sought to understand you." The hall erupted in agitated sounds, clicks, whistles, electromagnetic pulses of indignation. Lisa raised one slender hand and silence fell. "In 18 months," she continued, "you have submitted 247 research reports to Earth's diplomatic corps. I have read them all." Alex felt his face flush. Those were confidential diplomatic cables. "Nothing is confidential from the host world, Dr. Chen. Your reports are remarkable not for what you conclude, but for what you refrain from concluding. You observe Zarathian courtship rituals and note 17 different theories without declaring any superior. You document our religious practices and present them as equally valid to your own species' beliefs. You watch me reject suitors and never once assume you understand my reasoning. Because I don't understand, Alex said simply. That's why I'm here to learn. Lisa's patterns shifted to brilliant gold, Zarathian satisfaction. Every species in this sector believes they have achieved the pinnacle of civilization. They approach other worlds as either inferiors to be elevated or resources to be acquired. But humanity, young, limited humanity, approaches the cosmos with humility. She stepped closer, and Alex caught the faint scent of ozone that accompanied Zarathian emotions. My people have mastered quantum manipulation, Lisa continued. We can fold space, exist in multiple dimensions, perceive 17 different forms of radiation. Yet we have forgotten how to ask questions. We have forgotten uncertainty. Every suitor who has come before me has offered certainty, certain alliances, certain benefits, certain futures. But you don't want certainty, Alex said, understanding dawning. I want possibility, Lisa confirmed. I want a partnership that asks questions rather than provides answers. I want an alliance with a species that still looks at the universe with wonder rather than calculation. Emperor Zalthar's throne descended. Daughter, you cannot be serious. The humans have barely achieved antimatter containment. Their fastest ships would take decades to reach our nearest colonies. Today, Lisa agreed. But give them access to our technology and watch what they do with it. They will not simply use it, they will question it, improve it, understand it in ways we have forgotten how to do. Alex's throat felt dry. Your Highness, I'm just a researcher. I have no authority to negotiate an alliance of this magnitude. I am not proposing an alliance, Dr. Chen, not yet. Lisa's patterns shifted to deep blue, Zarathian seriousness. I am proposing a question. Will you help me understand humanity? Will you teach me to see the universe the way your species sees it, with fresh eyes? And if I do, then perhaps in time our peoples can truly understand each other. Perhaps we can forge an alliance not of power or resources, but of shared curiosity. Perhaps we can learn to ask questions together. Alex looked at the assembled dignitaries, the most powerful beings in the sector, all watching this exchange with varying degrees of confusion and calculation. He thought of Earth, struggling to find its place among civilizations millions of years older. He thought of all the assumptions he'd carefully avoided making. I'll need to contact my superiors, he said finally. Lisa's laugh was like crystal chimes. Of course you will. That is very human, to defer, to consult, to build consensus rather than declare authority. Take your time, Dr. Chen. I have rejected 47 suitors. I can wait for an answer worth having. As Alex walked back across the grand hall, he heard the whispers beginning, outraged, confused, intrigued. By tomorrow, every government in the sector would be analyzing this development, trying to understand what advantage the Zarathian Empire sought with humanity. But Alex suspected they would miss the point entirely. This wasn't about advantage. It was about something the galaxy had forgotten in its ancient sophistication, the value of not knowing, the strength in uncertainty, the power of questions unanswered. His datapad chimed. He looked down at the blank document and began to type. Report 248. Today, Princess Lisa chose humanity. I do not yet understand why, and that may be exactly the point.